Hi, I'm Michael Angelo Batio, and I want to talk to you about a fantastic amplifier called the Multiamp from DV Mark. I've used every kind of amp you can possibly imagine from doing guitar workshops over a 20-year period. There's pretty much no amp that I've seen that I haven't played. So I have a lot of experience with amplifiers, different guitars, and so here's what I want to tell you about the Multiamp. One of the things that I've seen when you do amp modeling is that usually the effects are pretty good, but where the weakness is the sound of the actual amplifiers. And while you can sit and play to your computer and post a video online and it sounds amazing, the proof is when you play with a band, when you've got a drummer behind you and a bass player and possibly another guitarist, and your sound is this big and you can turn it up all the way and you can't hear it. Here's what I found about the Multiamp. One of the things that I really love about it is the user interface is extremely simple. Presence, high end, low end, mid range, gain, structure, master volume. It's very, very simple. The effects part of the amplifier is amazing. They have a lot of different effects. I really pretty much use delay, and like through a normal amplifier, I would put it through the effects loop. Well, you can do that here as well. So you can get that spatial effect with delay, and it's not running, say, through what would be considered a pedal board. But one of the things that I love about DV Mark, and this is what separates the Multiamp from every other amp modeling amp that I've ever tried, the amp's what we call push air. When I put this amp with a band on tour, playing in a venue, I hear it really well. And so we call it pushing air. This amp is loud and it pushes air, and it's got a really great sound coming from the amplifier. It's always loud enough. And also, I love the mid-range on these amplifiers. I find my lead guitar sound has a lot of mids. Certain amplifiers get it, certain ones don't. I played a lot of amps over the years that the mid-range in the amplifiers is just not there. Well, this is there. So what does that mean? It means I can get this really deep mid-range sound, but it also means I can turn it off and get that dime bag. My EQ curve is the unhappy face, the sad face. The dime bag EQ curve is the smiley face. Now, having said all this, there's two other things that I'd like to point out. I tour all over the world. I do a minimum of 100 shows around the planet every year. I've done a lot of shows this year. I can take an SD card, which I have with me at all times, go to any country in the world and go, put in my SD card, boom, all my presets come up. And so I call them MAB1, MAB2. All I have to do is use the card. So I don't even have to worry. I know the main master volume, and my sound is there all the time. I cannot say enough about DV Mark. I think this Multiamp is fantastic. It's been durable. I've road tested it, and I love the sound. I thought the best way to illustrate what this amp can do is to play a song for you. I'm going to play a song of mine called 2X Again. Now, this was actually originally a Nitro song, my former band Nitro, written by myself and Jim Gillette. We called it Gone Without a Trace. So there were words, we had the chorus, pre-chorus, everything was set. We had the whole arrangement, but we really felt it wasn't a song for our band, but it was a perfect instrumental song. So I want you to get an introduction to the Multiamp. Here is the song 2X Again.